Let the dragation of lying Lisa Rinna begin. So this episode opens up with Vanderpump and Ken looking at this new condominium that they bought Max. And I apologize if my voice sounds a little different. I have a Ludens that I'm sucking on. I'm getting over this flu and I feel like it's coming back. Pray my strength. This LA weather is killing me. Global warming is real, y'all. Y'all better vote wisely. So anyway, Lisa and Ken essentially bought Max a condominium because he's looking into his birth parents. So I feel like this is one of those like, don't leave us gifts. You know what I mean? But I don't think that Max is going anywhere. But I do feel like you want to know who you came, like about who you came from. Like I'm a child of genocide. So my people were like brought here unlawfully, and I'm a product of like genocide, like American slavery. So I still, although my family is here generations upon generations upon generations, I still want to find out like where my ancestors are from, like what is my origin, what is my makeup. I'm black. I don't know what kind of black. You know what I mean? Like Black American is all I say, but I'm just like, I could be like Kenyan or Ghanaian, you know what I mean? Or maybe a dash of Somalia. Who knows? I don't know what my makeup is. And so I can understand Max wanting to know, like, maybe see his parents to see who he looks like, what where he gets his quirks from, or even just health issues, you know what I mean? So I don't think Max is going anywhere. Who would leave that money? I wouldn't. But I just think that he's just curious. But I also feel like Lisa is doing, the most because she doesn't want him to essentially fall in love with his birth mother and kind of kick her to the curb, which has happened in adoptive situations. But Max loves you, Lisa. He's not going nowhere. Okay? Chill, sis. Oh, and shout out to the Bravo producers who tried to make that place look like a dump. Get out of here. I will say this. Los Angeles is so expensive that studio apartment that Lisa bought Max was $632,000. This is how ridiculous it is out here. I'm surprised I'm still surviving. To be quite honest with you, I don't know how I made it this long in Los Angeles. This place is ridiculously expensive. That little shack that Lisa bought for Max is $632,000. Do you know what I could get in Atlanta with that? Cow, not another facelift. Girl, stop. I know. See, this is the problem when you are in relationships and marriages and you have a partner that doesn't age at the same rate as you do. When Mauricio and Kyle, see, girl, you're married to a brown man, okay? And they just don't age like your lighter kin. So he's going to age differently, and I feel like she's doing the most to try to keep up with him. But girl, leave your face alone. That was the one thing you had on all them housewives. You did not mess with this, but I'm telling you, sis, stop with the facelifts because every season your hairline gets drawn back another inch. Like you walked into this store to go meet Kim, and I'm like, your hairline is back here. I'm like, what happened to Kyle? Oh, facelift. Stop. Aren't you in your 40s? You're not even 50 yet. You're getting facelifts. Oh, wait, is she in her 50s? Well, she's not in her 50s. Okay, good. Like you should. Girl, let yourself age right. Mario loves you. He's not going nowhere. Sunscreen. Moisturize. Aveeno. You'll be fine. So then lying Lisa Rinna. Girl, I used to like you. I still do. I'm not going to like throw you away, but man, this lying that you have been doing the past two seasons, the past season and this season is just, it's ugly on you, girl. It is ugly because for you to sit stone-faced in your confessionals and then in your scenes to say you don't remember what you said, that she was close to death, that Kim was close to death, and then to be like, well, if I did say it, I didn't mean it like that. Girl, you would be so boss if you admit it and just be like, I was upset. Because this is the thing. I was riding with Lisa Rinna this entire time, even when she was crossing the line sometimes with Kim, because I felt like everybody threw her under the bus when Kim was visibly having some addiction issues. And Lisa in that limo, I felt like the whole cast was trying to act like that didn't happen. And I felt bad for her because I was just like, she went through this, she experienced this, it's on camera, it's caught on camera, and everybody is acting like that didn't happen. So I felt bad for her because I felt like her friends weren't really riding for her except for Eileen. Or like the girls were just like maybe covering Kim because of her sickness. And also because they're more loyal to her because she's been on the show longer. So I was really riding for Lisa Rinna. But now, girl, you are getting, the lies are just getting out of hand. And like I said before, if you just tell the truth and say, this is why I felt this way, or this is why I said this, and bring up the fact that you never felt protected by these girls when Kim was going all kinds of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in that limo ride with you, I would be okay with it. You know, even if it's wrong, I would be like, well, okay, I understand. Sometimes you say things in a heap of anger because you're mad at the person, or you're mad at the situation. Like, just go there. Like, why don't you just admit it and move forward? But this whole lie and trying to make it seem like it never happened, or that you don't remember how you said it, or if you said it, you just looking real soft, real stupid. And just, I can't, now this I can't support. Now I ride with you, girl, but I can't support this. And then, you know, she meets with Eden, and Eden is just like, this is what you said. And now I'm riding for Eden. How quickly the tables turn on this show. Now I'm riding for Eden because Eden was like, this is what you said. And I just said it to somebody else because I wanted to get a different perspective. You said this. And Eden, what I loved about it too, she was not backing down. She was just like, no, this is what you said. And now you're saying that you can't remember, but you said this word for word. Eden is not backing down. And go ahead, Eden. Even though you're new on the show, go ahead and stake your claim. Because she was just like, you said this, and no, I didn't put words in your mouth. That's what you said. And then I don't like Lisa saying this. Well, if you go and talk to the girls about me behind my back, I can't support you. And I like you. I really want to like you. So basically what she's saying is, you're new here. I'm already in. If you want me to be your ally, you got to say that what I said wasn't true. Like, you got to ride with this lie. And Eden is not falling for the okie doke. And Eden is not falling for the okie doke, and I appreciate her standing her ground, even if she's on an island by herself. She is not falling on the sword for Lisa Rinna. Then we cut back and forth between the scenes between Lisa Rinna and Eden with Kim and Kyle, and Kyle is telling Kim about what Lisa Rinna has been saying about her, and then we have this whole thing with Kim. And even though Lisa Rinna is a pathological liar, I still can't ride with Kim, because Kim makes this comment that Lisa is always looking for ways to bring her down, and she's upset because she can't bring her down. I still feel like they have an unresolved issue, because Kim was high out of her mind in that limousine, and it was not addressed. And Lisa Rinna was made to seem like the nutcase. And that is the issue that they have. It wasn't dealt with. Everybody protected Kim, and nobody aside from Eileen protected Lisa Rinna. And she is just like, this actually happened. So she's always going to have a problem with Kim, because she feels like Kim was able to get one over on her, and she doesn't feel comfortable around her. So every time they get into this place, and I think Kim feels not the same way, but I think that Kim has an issue with Lisa Rinna, because she had a moment with Lisa Rinna when she was tweaking. You know what I mean? When she was like on them drugs, or on them liquor and pills, or whatever she was on. She had that moment with her, and I guess a lot like Eden Sassoon, she would much rather not be reminded of that. But the problem is, you guys haven't addressed that, and y'all need to just deal with it and move on, and Lisa needs to stop that lying. So Rinna is doing something with the charity. I apologize, I didn't pay attention. I know it's like Angel Food, right? It's Angel Food. I know about Angel Food because I have a lot of friends who volunteer with them for Thanksgiving. So she's doing something for charity. I think they're honoring her. I don't know. They're feeding homeless people, wonderful homeless people, because I felt like I said that in a way. It was just like, I ain't talking about nobody. I've been homeless a few times, okay? Clock my teeth. The LA story is a struggle and a half. Anyway, the ladies are showing up. A few ladies showed up late. I'm not a fan of Dorit just yet. She might win me over, but I will say that Bentley, ooh, girl, I didn't like it in the beginning when PK got it, but yes. And I do agree with Kyle, because she was just like, could we not have shown up to like do charity work in a more humble car? Dorit shows up to do charity work in a drop top Bentley. Yes! Yes! Even my bougie middle class behind could get with that girl. Yes, you better show up to charity, right? And Lisa shows up in these sweatpants, and I'm just like, Lisa, we're going to talk about this butt. Like, why hasn't this been addressed? Why does Lisa have a better backside than me? This is a problem, Lord. Now, Lisa Rinna. Okay, you and Lisa Vanderpump are not friends, and I understand that you two take digs at each other, but to say the vagina, that gate hasn't been open in 20 years, girl, you don't think she's gonna cuss you out at the reunion over that? Because even when you said it, I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. That gate hasn't been open in 20 years. Like, Lisa jokes about it herself, but y'all not friends, so you can't joke like that. This season is getting so messy, and I am so thankful. Dorit, I don't ever in my life need to know about you washing PK's zucchini. Ever. Please don't ever do that. I am so triggered right now. Don't you ever put that image in the viewer's mind. Ever. Normally, in a different charity situation, I would have a serious problem with the way Kyle is acting. She's acting really above it right now. However, I would probably be the same way with scooping that fish. I'm watching it and I'm getting nauseous just watching her scoop that fish. What are they making for them people with that blended fish? I know they homeless, but you could have got them a whole tilapia, a whole fillet, or something. It's LA, they got it. And wait, isn't tilapia like banned in the United States? Isn't it like the worst fish to eat? Aren't we like not allowed to eat it? Project Angel Food, what are you doing over there? So while the girls are doing all their charitable things, Kyle and Eden somehow get next to each other, and they're like, no, Kyle was finished packing up that tilapia. And so she was moved over to be with Eden, who was like packing granola or something like that. And they started to talk. And baby, when they started the chit chatter, Lisa Rinna was looking because she was trying to see what was going on, because I know she was shaking in the boots. And so anyway, they started talking, and then Eden was just like, well, I would like to sit down with you at some point and talk about, the issues that we're having and some things that were said. And then she looks over to Rinna. You know what? Eden is about to become my favorite housewife of this franchise. Not this franchise. Why keep on saying franchise? She's about to become my favorite housewife of Beverly Hills. No, my second. Because right now, Erica Jane Girardi is still my favorite. But I feel like Eden is like, she's not playing this game with none of them. She's just not playing it. So she looks over at Lisa Rinna and she says, you know what, Lisa? Don't you think it's good that we all get together, all of us, and talk about some things? I was like, oh, Eden, yes! Call it out, girl, yes! I like Eden said soon. Okay, the tables are turning. All right. You know what? I have never been a fan of May-December relationships. I always feel like younger and older have ulterior motives that are never good. And I'm not even going to say however. Watching Erica Jane and her husband, and maybe it's because I like her, I see a different perspective, right? Now, and it's the same perspective, but I feel differently about it, because listen, if you are a wealthy older man and you have this lavish life that you want to luxuriate and share with someone who is younger than you for their looks or what they can do for you sexually, if the person is a consensual adult and wants to do that, then okay. And if you are somebody who's young, and I think I have a different perspective of this because I'm broke. Listen, LA rent is expensive and I'm tired of paying it. If you have found someone who is older who wants to just basically take care of you, there's nothing wrong with that. Before I used to be like, gold digger, pervert, you know what I mean? And now I'm just like watching them, I'm like, I don't think it's like any like hard lust or, like it ain't no Kyle and Maurizio, right? But I think that they make each other happy for what they're able to do for each other. And it's just yeah, I think they have a very strong companionship, I think for whichever reason they are able to suit each other for what the other needs, and I think they have made a life for themselves that they are both comfortable with. So yeah, a little different take. So Kyle is filming her a pilot based on her life, and I'm really, really proud and happy for her because not many of these housewives know how to turn this show into a check for them. Like, remember I talked about it in my previous review that you have to learn, like when you're on a reality TV show, you are owned by the network, you are owned by the producers. Whatever they want to make you into is what you have to become. So a lot of times these ladies are probably not this dreadful, but because they're getting a check, they're gonna be the clown that they need to be to bring in ratings. However, I'm very proud of Kyle that she was able to flip it into something else. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to sacrifice your soul to be on reality TV, if you're going to sacrifice your family and put your business out there for the world to judge and scrutinize, then you better be getting something back from it or using it as a come up. And this is what Kyle is doing. And that is why I'm very happy for her that she's turning this into something. I just don't understand the people who have been on reality TV shows since this thing started and they have nothing to show. Everybody's getting ready to go to, now I found out what it is. Lisa Rinna is getting honored for some charity thing. So everybody's going to that. And Dorit, her outfit, yeah, you know what? Remember, if you follow me from the beginning, I was saying that I don't understand how everybody is saying that, Dorit is so fly. She looks like, she is a regular card holder at Talbot's, but she is showing up in her fashions in the last few episodes. I have really liked what she's been wearing, and I don't know if maybe during the scene she switched up and changed stylists, but she's been hitting it, okay? So I take back what I said. You're not giving me Talbot's. Maybe, a classy BCBG. No, BCBG is classy. I was thinking about BB. I'm trying to shade and I got the wrong person. Anyway, Dorit is, her fashions, I'm here for it. Then we get this scene and I told you I'm tired of the kids. I don't want the teenagers. The minute they hit a good 8, get them off the show. I don't care about the kids. I don't care about the husbands. I like them when they're babies and toddlers. Anything older than that, I don't care. So we have this scene, and y'all know how I feel about these microwave supermodels. So Lisa Rinna's daughter is telling her, she's back from New York, and Lisa is talking to her about it. She's basically trying to sell her daughter the way Yolanda was able to sell Gigi and the other one. Sorry, and now they're trying to sell her son, but we're not buying it. Anyway, she's basically trying to sell her like that, like every time this girl is in the scene, they're talking about modeling. And Lisa was just like, and this is the only reason why I'm bringing it up, because I was just like, see, this is why you can't give people something they haven't worked for, i.e. the presidency, because they'll burn it down. Anyway, she says this. And if she was a real model, she would know this isn't the heft of the ass. She says she asked Gigi advice on how to walk. Gigi, have you seen her walk? You're getting advice from her? And then Gigi's advice to her was, well, all you have to do is just get into your head that you're, just walk down the runway like you're walking down the street to get food. You ain't no supermodel, honey. You ain't no supermodel, because if you was a supermodel would have let you know when you walk down that runway, you walk like you are walking down the runway to your ex's casket at his funeral. You walk like you are walking past some heifers that bullied you in high school. You walk like you are walking into some money. You walk like you walking in front of a bunch of ballers. That's how you walk. Disappointed. Harry's words mean everything. Everything. Lisa, we still ain't forgot you was a liar. So this sweet little charity thing, girl, it's not working. We ain't forget. The episode ends with Lisa Rinna being honored at this charity, and then she does this because this is typical Lisa Rinna. She thanks everybody for coming, and she says, "Well, I'm glad that I got you all here." And she's like, it's tearing up, and she's like, "Well, not all of you, some of you guys, but this is what it's about. All that other stuff that we're going through, it doesn't matter. This is it. So let's just forget about that, and let's just focus on the good." Lisa Rinna always does stuff like this when she is responsible for like a folly, when she has made a mistake, when she has lied on somebody, when she has talked some crap and it has gotten back. She always tries to be like, "Well, that doesn't matter. Let's focus on the good." So she brings everybody to this charity that she's being honored for helping out for, like, I'm not going to say it like that. What she did was really good, but I felt like she brought them here to manipulate them, for them to see her in this light, so everybody could forget about all the terrible things that she has done or the lies that she has said, and just be like, "Well, Lisa's a good person, so it doesn't really matter." It kind of even worked on Kyle, because Kyle was just like, "Well, she's been volunteering for this charity for so long, so that's a good side of her." And it's like, Kyle, she said that your sister was close to death. You can never forgive her for that. Not if you really want to ride with Kim, you got to end it with Lisa Rinna until they work this issue out. Until Kim is cool with Lisa Rinna, you can't be cool with her. You can't. You gotta pick it. Like, Kyle, wait, girl. The preview for the following week, I was just like, "Oh, wait a minute." Kyle is standing up and she's leaning over on somebody. She's like, pick a lane, pick a side. And I'm like, "Oh, hold up. Who is Kyle going in on?" Next week gonna be good. I think we're probably gearing up for the season to wrap up. So I think from here on out, we're just going to get like messy, clatchet episodes, and I am here for it. See you next week.